The imaginary range titles make for a very interesting gaming concept. A comic book adventure game with objects hidden within the panels and several mini-games that you must beat in order to progress, all wrapped in a balls-to-the-wall kind of fantasy story. If nothing else, this is the single most original idea Square Enix has had in ages. Unfortunately, the novelty of it all just isn't enough, and this app is way too buggy and unstable to be truly enjoyable. All of this remains true for Imaginary Range Episode 2. From what I can gather, the story is 1 part The Matrix, 1 part Godfather, and about 3 parts Final Fantasy. It involves people who are dead or sleeping or whatever inside these pod devices, which seem to take them into various imaginary dream worlds, hence the title. They seem to be the gods of their own worlds, and it's easy for people to get lost within them, unable to tell reality from fiction. Our heroes have these pad devices which allow them to manifest weapons and other objects in each world, and they're out to destroy each dream world. The connections between characters are very unclear at this point, and the story could really have used a better setup. I've played both apps to the end, and while you can figure some things out, a lot of it is quite confusing. The comic section of the app functions just like any digital comic book reader, much like the Marvel Comics official app in many ways. Special objects and one particular symbol can be found encircled for extra coins. The mini-games themselves are very basic and simple, yet fun. Most of the games have returned from the first game, with the notable exceptions being the Chocobo Runner and the Quasi-Match 3 battle game. The app would be pretty decent if the story would be a bit easier to follow and if the games were a bit more engaging, but what kills it are the bugs and crashing issues. This app freezes and crashes constantly, and I mean constantly. I lost count of how often it happened, but it usually happened when I tried to initiate a game to make some progress. The art is well done, if a bit low-res even on smaller screens, and the music isn't bad, but if it's buggy like this on your device, it will all be frustrating and not seem worthwhile. Luckily, the app is totally free, so you can go ahead and check it out. This has been Andrew with Appolicious.com, helping you find mobile apps you'll love.